Hi there, welcome to brandyscards.com. I'm excited to show you a card that I posted recently on my website using the Sensational Season stamp set. And several of you left me comments, which I greatly appreciate, and had asked me to do a video tutorial on how I did this card. I was really excited to try this, so here we go. You'll see here that I use the Sensational Season stamp set, Stampin' Up. Love it, right? There's a lot of great stamps in there. You've got your Christmas stamps, and of course the coffee. Love the coffee cup. I guess that's because I love my morning cup of joe. So I wanted to make this cup very warm and inviting because I love to have coffee with my girlfriends. All right, so let's get to it. How did I make that coffee cup? Well, I actually used the Stampin' Up! Versamark along with your Stampin' Up! Pastels. If you haven't used them, they are fabulous. They are the Stampin' Up! Chalks. Okay, and they're in all of our colors, in our color families. So you do have all of them there, and they are labeled, although mine kind of fell out and, well, I kind of lost all the colors, so I just go for it. All right, so let's do this. How did I make this card? Well, first off, I started out with your fancy fan embossing folder. If you don't have these yet, these are fantastic. They're fairly inexpensive, $7.95 for an embossing folder, and it lasts forever. Mine go through a lot of torture with all the stamp camps that I do, and I still love them. They still work great. This is I cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet of Very Vanilla in half, and I just basically layered it on my embossing folder, textured folder, ran it through my Big Shot, and this is what I achieved. Love that, right? You get designer series paper for basically free once you purchase your fancy fan. All right, let's move on. So then I basically layered my squares up, and you'll see the dimensions for each of these on brandyscards.com. So I will make sure and have a link that you can connect to see the different dimensions for the squares. Let's move on to the coffee cup, Versamark. If you haven't used it, it's fantastic. If you have a red piece of paper and you use your Versamark, you're going to get, in a sense, a darker red cup, and it's going to look more like a watermark. Well, today we're going to use it for to basically stick the chalk to your cup. So you're going to ink up Versamark really good on your coffee cup, and I'm using the clear block here. And you're going to make sure you got a clean space. You're going to stamp straight down, straight up. Now this is the tricky part. You can't see it, but if you kind of look in the light, you can see that there's a little sticky cup there. So I have this fabulous little sponge dauber thingamadoo. You know, I like those. So the sponge dauber, Stampin' Up! Sells these little fabulous little guys. Basically, all I'm going to do is just ink it up with Early Espresso, and I'm going to start in the center. You'll see the snowflake in the center of my cup, and I'm going to basically use my finger and fan outward. And by doing that, that's going to basically start and give me a light coffee cup. It's going to give me a light brown. And as you know, Early Espresso is a pretty dark color. So that's going to start out the layering and the shading of my color. So let's just keep on going here, and I'll show you a little bit more. So as you want more depth, you just kind of keep going and keep shading all around your coffee cup. And I kind of kept that outward motion because I liked the strokes. I liked the strokes going away from my snowflake. I thought it kind of gave it a really warm feel. All right, so once you're done with that, you have to kind of tap it off and get all the extra little chalk pieces off. But there you go. There you have your coffee cup. Now, if you want to, you can take one of these little guys that come in your Stampin' Up! Pastels. You could make your coffee a different color if you wanted to, maybe a lighter color. I didn't mind it, the brown color, because I like coffee. I like mine fairly dark, so I didn't mind that. All right, so now I don't mind cutting stuff out, but the girls in my stamp camps and classes are like over that. And the good thing is Stampin' Up! Has made it fairly easy with the new holiday collection framelits. These things are fantastic, honestly. They match our stamp set, the Sensational stamp set. And so if you have a Big Shot, then you can use our framelits, and now we sell them in bundles. So if you are going to get the stamp set and you think you want the framelits, you want to buy them together because you get a discount. All right, so you're going to run that through. And what we do to run it through, to get it to punch out, is you're going to take your multi-purpose pad for your Big Shot, and you're going to go ahead and take one of your plastic pieces. Basically, we're building our sandwich. We're going to take our Very Vanilla piece with our coffee cup, and then you've got your little framelit that matches your coffee cup. It just fits perfectly on there. take and put your last piece of your plastic, your sandwich on there, run it through your Big Shot, and that's what you get. You get this fantastic little cup. So that's as easy as it is. All right, so then what I did is I used a Stampin' dimensional and put it underneath my cup to give it a little bit of lift. And of course, I love bling, so those of you that know me really well, you guys know that I have to have glitter somewhere, and when people leave my classes, they have to be shimmering. So they can't lie to their husbands because they know where they've been. Here, you can stamp the steam coming out of your cup, or you can stamp it on a separate piece of paper, and we do have the matching little framelit that you can run it through your Big Shot. So I just stamped it on the paper because I liked the dimension. And then this sweet friend, you know, I love having coffee with friends, so I basically was looking for something that I could send to my girlfriends. And I found this in the You Are Loved stamp set, which is a Valentine's stamp set. It's a great one for Valentine's. So it's where I found my, my sentiment. You can use any sentiment, of course. So at this time, I'd just like to thank you so much for watching my video tutorial today. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment on my website, brandyscards.com, or you're welcome to send me an email. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed our video tutorial today. Have a great day.